circulation. Once I crystal the mic and get on top of the beat, it becomes an instant classic when he 40 speed.
Up next, but welcome to the NBA on 2K. Sport. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Marshall. In at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, Bradley Beal is out there with Durant. Then there's Bull. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in at the 1 spot. Tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Booker against Irving. Beal gets a wide open look. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction. This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
Durant, no good. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Allen. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose, because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, after getting swept in the first round last season, everyone around the league had a sense that changes were coming in Phoenix. And now a new coaching staff led by Arizona native Mike Budenholzer, but also finally getting point guards in Tyus Jones and Monte Morris on value deals. They aim to do better this season, and guys, they have that talent with the big 3 of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Brad Beal.
Looking for a bit of redemption. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Bull. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
How about Davis, the big fella, converting with speed and bounce? No chance for the defense there.
It's Durant on the wing. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Irving passes to Gafford. Dallas moving it around. Thompson inside the line, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. G.A., when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic historic scoring pace.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Exum comes in for Klay Thompson. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
The deep three from Irving. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Hole with it. Picked up by Davis. Lively against KD. Stolen by Exum. And now the fast break. Exum with the ball. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Suns shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Offensive rebound. Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
Those boards appear to me like easy money for Ball. Then the awareness to put it back through, that's good work.
Irving looking for an opening. Over Booker. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
What a move that time. Crossed up the whole building on that play.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The Suns fifth.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
There's the three. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Using that length, Davis turning a miss into a make. Bonus points for his team.
And the dunk by Ball.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Here's Exum following the score by Phoenix. Lively finds Davis. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
.30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Now here's Booker. There's Beal with the three. Rebounded by Exum. Down low. Here's Davis. Good work defensively by KD.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter.
17.
Mavericks ahead, up by 2. The second quarter coming. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Washington. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Booker in stride. Lets the three fly. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Washington. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker dishes to KD. Pass to Bull. Booker outside. It's Allen on the wing. From the arc. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks leading by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
First personal foul.
And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. Let's see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Allen with the rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Irving for 3. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it paid for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Davis, the pass to Lively. And it's Davis finishing it off.
There's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Here's Bull. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 6th assist on the night. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Bull. Offline with his 3. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Davis kicks to Irving. Over Bull. And Bull sends it back. Here's KD. Straight to the bucket. Durant.
You know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarrett Lively. And Dinwiddie subbed in for P.J. Washington.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Dinwiddie with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Dinwiddie's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Dinwiddie so efficient, making the most of his opportunity with good effect.
Outside for Beal. Off target from outside.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
The pass to Bull. That one falls. Bull's got 10 points.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the Mavericks call time here. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Suns trail by 3. Booker the pass to Beal to the left side wing. Bol inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Bol's got 8 points in the quarter.
And once Bol gets going, catches fire, he stays with it, which is bad news for the opponent.
35 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Bol.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
That one is no good. Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season, and a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
It's Beal on the wing. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
That's the end of the first half with the score.
A big-time effort for Grayson Allen.
41.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Penny the... For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. In the first period, their biggest lead was a... And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. They've got Bradley Beal. Durant is out there with Bol. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Allen in at shooting guard. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Marshall. Trying to get open as Davis. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Irving. Marshall's got his second bucket tonight.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Booker looking around, and he drives in. Beal from long range. Another 3 for Phoenix.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
And here are the Mavericks now. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Thompson dishes to Irving. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker outside. Back to Bol. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Irving. That one goes in. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Outside for Durant. No good on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Thompson passes to Gaffney. And Bol sends it back. Fast break. Here come the Suns. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Kept alive. Passes it to Marshall. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Marshall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And the Suns call their first timeout of the game. And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
going to change here. Richards is checked in. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Beal from long range. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch.
Anthony Davis, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Davis. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Durant kicks the ball. Just 5 to shoot to stop the run. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Beal's got 11 points.
Staggering accuracy from Beal. Goes up from deep range and makes a tough shot look easy.
Low block shot and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Washington comes in for Marshall. And it's Dante Exum in for Thompson. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. That was something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Here's Dinwiddie. Good.
Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Booker against Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Booker. For 3, Durant. Oh, the Suki smooth 3 from KD.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
Here's Dinwiddie. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. Back to Bol. Shoots over Washington. Bol finds Durant. Shoots over Washington. The shot by KD. No good. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Offensive rebound.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Allen's checked in for Nick Richards. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Suns.
And they're getting them up from beyond the arc, shooting a solid percentage from out there. So thus far, it hadn't been a problem.
Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the... floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Durant kicks to Allen. Beyond the arc. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gafford, and the layup is good.
Daniel Gafford.
And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Tipped away and stolen by Booker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He misses the free throw.
Devin Booker.
And he's good on the second. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Gafford. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dinwiddie. Gafford's got 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot.
And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball.
That's 2, right?
That's 3, but no layup. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Booker. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. Dallas leading by 7. Pass to Lively. Now, here's Washington. Outside Irving. Thompson outside. Clock at 4. Over Allen. They get it again. Pass to Washington. Lively. Tip back in for 2.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. No good on the 3.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Good on the triple.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the pass to Marshall. Here's Lively. Outside Irving. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Launches it.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
They get it back. And it's Ball slamming it down.
That was a vicious slam from Bol. Love seeing him throw it down with that kind of power.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the middle. Thompson gets it inside.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Passes it to Lively. Top of the key, Washington. Kicks to Marshall. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by KD. Here's Bol. Booker the pass to Bol. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Bol's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Dallas calls timeout. When you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark, they've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core star. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for Dallas. Thompson hammers it down.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Booker against Irving. A wide open look for Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And here are the Suns now. They're on a 16-6 run. It's Allen on the win. Here's Cole. No good with the triple. Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Thompson with the bucket.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Irving. Kicks it out to Allen. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Booker against Irving. A minute 20 left in the fourth.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Outside, Beal. Nobody near Allen. Out to KD. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Thompson passes to Irving. Can't cash in from close range. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Outside, Beal. Right between the eyes.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 2. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
.35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. It will go to the Suns. Here's Booker. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Drives to the hoop. Bull can't hit.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
Steps back and fires. Money! A huge shot to tie it up.
Big time from Klay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Booker outside. Misses the tray. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Phoenix with the ball. Devin Booker out there with Allen. And it's Durant. Then it's Bol. And it's Beal in at the small forward.
He just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now Irving out left of the wing. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bulls got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Booker outside. The dish to Durant. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. KD's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. And the Mavericks call time here.
Here come the teachers, everyone. Who wants one?
Klay Thompson is checked in for Dallas.
Klay Thompson.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. From the line, Irving can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
When you've got an imposing force like Bobo, you expect to see him at the line a lot.
Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
A deep 3 from Irving. Sinks the three-pointer. Irving's got 20.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Bull against Gafford. Bull can't hit. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Marshall. Knocks down the step-back J.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And Booker kicks to KD. And the dunk by Bull.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here at overtime. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
He came in with the aggressive mindset, but didn't quite know how to pull back.
And the Suns making a change here. Gillespie's checked in. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. From deep 3-point territory. And it's Gillespie missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Irving. It's in! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is. Unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
KD's shot is off.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Beal against Irving.
Bradley Beal. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level. Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And the Suns call time here. They're down by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Pass to Gillespie. Over in the corner, Allen. Stolen by Thompson. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
All right, David, thank you.
Folks, we
and that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark.